Anyway, how's it going, Blue Riser here. So today I'm going to go over how much I've spent in mobile games. I've played a lot of them, but I've only actually spent on quite a few of them, at least the ones that I mainly play. You know, I was going through it and I was like, how much did I really spend? And I started around 2017, spending more frequently, and ended around 2018, and I still pay for stuff from here to there, but for the most part, it's not really mobile games anymore. You know, I'm quite surprised by my total. I thought it was a bit more than that, but I'm glad for what it is. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with FGO. These are all the transactions I've done for FGO, but I've also been gifted stuff around 300 cent quartz, I believe, around that much. So I'm not gonna count that in the amount I've spent. Of course, I have to always give thanks to the person who gifted me the same quartz. Thank you, good Echo. Thank you. So here's FGO. I really didn't spend a lot. June 24th is the only time I spent quite a bit for 76 Saint Quartz. There's something in every single FGO summoning video I'm going to say, but I never say it. Normally, when I'm about to say this line, I normally summon the 5-star, so I'll never say it, I guess. It's about the prices, and I'll keep it at that. The grand total I spent on FGO is $73.94. A little short to $100. This one is Arknights. I really stopped spending. You can see January I was doing the monthly card, and then back in March I did the monthly card, and then the Iridium, which I think your first time buying any of the sets they double the number, so I bought the cheapest one. And then the starter pack because I had $10 in credit, and then the starter upgrade pack I should say, and then the starter pack, which had Gummy in it. And that's really it. I've barely spent much on Arknights, but I felt like I wanted to give back to it because I felt like it was a good game, so I spent some money on it. So I spent $21.95 on Arknights. Next one is Regalia, and even the Regalia, I stopped spending. So I started in November, quite a few in November. Then we had October. This is when the game, like around the time it launched, and then I bought the beginners pack in like 2019. I was buying Diamantium only for like the daily pulls, and then sooner or later they added the free pulls, and like they had the free multis and stuff like that. So I felt there was no reason to do this. The list of characters that I wanted to pull for was getting smaller and smaller and smaller, especially since the limited banners became, or what I thought would be limited banners, like the summer ones. You can still get summer characters and regular banners. So I really didn't feel like it's necessary to pull unless I really wanted the character. I spent $19.94 here. I'm gonna talk about the other games before I get to the two big ones. I spent way more on the next two games than anything else. So I have a lot of art apps and stuff like that on my tablet, and I've got the 3D program, like it's like a pose programmer, which helps me come up with poses and stuff like that. Pay for Kickflight's Flight Pass, the 28-day pass, $3. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed Kickflight, so I was like, I'll give back to it. I have a Prime membership for a drawing app that I have. I pay for it every month. $23, and it gives you a lot of access to stuff. I mean, give or take like a year from now, I should have just bought like a regular drawing thing, but this one works the best, and I'm used to drawing on my tablet. This one's from 2018. It's a Japanese game that I play that helps you learn Japanese. This one is OG 2015. Look at that. This is Tap Titans, the first Tap Titans. An OG game. Is pretty old. I remember I was obsessed with this game 5 years ago. Oh my god, was I ever. And then we had Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, which I feel like this was something, I don't really remember what it was though, to be honest. But overall, $32.68. Before we get on to the next two games, I said we're going to move on, but this is something, it's not a game, but I spent quite a bit on it. It's a music program that I use to make music. Check out. I'll put a link right down in the description, or you can check the post on my channel. Check out my music. In fact, maybe one of the songs in the background right now will be a song I made. I found making music to be very fun and relaxing. It was like this really cathartic release for me. You have to buy these packs to get certain like loops and stuff like that. I wanted so many, especially ones with like vocal tracks in it. I really like those. And so you can see I started around December, and then September is when I really started to make a lot of music. And then obviously it dwindled out when I got more busy with other stuff. But I spent quite a bit on this one. $4.88. Almost $100, but I think it was pretty worth it. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to learning instruments, so this has helped me a lot. So now we move on to the game I spent the second amount of most money on. And this is My Hero Smash Tab. This is all Smash Tab. This isn't Smash Rising stuff. I have right here 2 pages of stuff from 2017 till 2018, June 24th. More than a year of purchases. And as you can see, I started off small. This was my very first one. It's just $1.10. Now this is a yen conversion rate. Then we got $18, 18, and then 33. Then here it just got even bigger. 63, 63, 18, 35, 35, 36. I was just spending a lot because they had these sales that were really good. What I liked about Smash Tap is that its summoning, well, its prices were very, very, very cheap. Compared to other games, it was so cheap. And for me, normally I was buying crystals in order to make a summoning video. Normally if it was like something I really wanted to do or really wanted to summon on, I would buy in order to make the summoning video. Now, I can't really do that nowadays. During this time period, I was totally different financial situation. I had the extra money to spend. I think that's where I wanna hit note on this. This isn't me spending because, oh, I need to. I leisurely had this money and I could use it when I wanted to. I never spent to a point where I know tomorrow I wouldn't be able to eat or something like that. I never spent to that point, and I never will either. At the end of the day, these kind of games shouldn't rule your wallet at all. You know, I'm not sure where the money goes exactly when you pay for this kind of stuff. I would hope it would go to the developers and the artists and all that kind of stuff. It would be spread evenly throughout the company, but it's most likely not. It's probably just going to like Bandai Namco, Sega, Square Enix, whatever. It's going straight to them, and then the people get their regular hourly, you know. But a naive part of me wants to believe that supporting these will help the people who make these games. You know, they're free games. There's a lot of people making a free thing that is maybe going to work. I'm fine with supporting it. Of course, only if you like it and only if it's, you know, up to a level you think good. Maybe your standards aren't the same as mine. Maybe, you know, Tap Titans is the best game of all time to you and you think, oh, I really, really want to give it money. I'll give it $100 over the course of X amount of time. You know, I think it's subjective, but regardless, you should never spend past a certain limit. You should always, it shouldn't be like 10% of your income at all. It should not even be 10% because this kind of stuff hooks you in. So for My Hero Academia, I've spent $362.47. Jesus, with that kind of money I could have bought a Switch and the My Hero game. Of course, this is over the course of a year and a half, give or take. You know, from here, look, like there's a month difference. Like this one, March 29th and March 31st, $120 spent. Jesus. Same here, January. Oh my god. $90 at least. Now we move to the final one. Fire Emblem Heroes. I spent so much on this goddamn game. I've got these 2 pages of transactions. So I mean, just look at that. Starting from April into June. And that's it. That's in that span of time. I've spent this much on Fire Emblem Heroes. And solely it was because I wanted to make summoning videos. So if something came out and I was like, oh, I have blank amount of orbs. Like right here, it says 77. Most likely I had 40 orbs or so. So I bought some more just to be able to do an adequate enough time for a summoning video. That's normally what all of these transactions are. Me just being like, oh, well, something's out. I want to make a summoning video. And it was solely because of the video. But yeah, sure, it was the characters too. If it was a character I didn't like, I wasn't going to really buy any orbs for it. But it was mostly because, oh, new banner's out? Well, I like it and I want to make a video. So, I bought orbs. And it happened like almost, you can see, week-long spans, around a week to 2 weeks. Around the time a new banner would come out, I would buy orbs. Now I know that Fire Emblem Heroes has like a bunch of like sales, not sales, but bonuses and stuff like that. I don't really keep up with the game. Last time I opened it was like last year, I think. But I don't know, maybe you can call it buyer's remorse that I didn't end up playing it any longer because of this, maybe. I think that's where the sticky situation goes, because sooner or later, all of these services, the harsh reality is that they're going to close. Sooner or later, there will be no Fire Emblem Heroes. The $300 something I spent on My Hero Academia is gone for good. The game is shut down and it's not coming back. Before I continue with that, let's say the amount, the total I've spent on Fire Emblem Heroes. $421.77, all in a span of a year. Not even a year, from April to July. I spent $421. Again, I could have bought a Switch, I could have bought a PlayStation with that kind of money. Back to what I was saying, that these games will sooner or later inevitably end. $400 spent on Fire Emblem Heroes in the span of, what, 5 months for me? Alright, even less, 3 months. Will soon mean eventually nothing. Maybe it will mean that they get to make more Fire Emblem games in the future with the cumulative amount of people who gave money to the game, but at the end of the day, it will go away. To be nihilistic, some people will call it, you're just paying for a JPEG. I would say PNG, but semantics. No, I did a video a while back about how much you should spend on these kind of games. To be honest, there's no real right answer. I guess morally there's a right answer. Obviously, you shouldn't be spending too much and you shouldn't have an addiction to it. That's really what I want to warn people about. In total, I've spent $1,017.63. Most of it is made within the span of a year. 1 year, I've spent around $1,000 on mobile games. One which is shut down. And the one that's shut down, I spent 30% of it on that. I just want this to kind of be a cautionary tale also about think first before you spend it. Did you get what you wanted out of it? And if just card art you want to see, again, I'll be a bit nihilistic here, you can just look it up. I can only imagine that people who play Fire Emblem Heroes, because there is a PvP mode or, you know, a semblance of one, people who are spending for that alone probably spent way more than me, just to be adequate, if not just exceed, in the Coliseum, the arena. So yeah, with all that, just be careful how much you spend on these games. No, just be aware, sooner or later it will come to an end. And hopefully you get the bang for your buck. Now with that said, I would like to know how much you guys have spent. Google Play has a really nice system where you can just see all of the transaction histories you've done over the course of since you've had the account. I'm not sure if iOS does it. I believe it should. Just about every online store has payment histories. So of course, tell me how much you spent down below. And I mean, to be honest, you know, this money has come and gone within the span of 2 years. I don't think I really regret it. And I think the videos I did for My Hero were okay, but I think I'm also doing it for a different reason too. You know, it's to make YouTube videos. That's why I started Fire Emblem Heroes, because I saw a Fire Emblem Heroes summoning video, and I wanted to make summoning videos, and that's it. That was solely it too. I just wanted to make summoning videos. I saw one when the game first came out, and it just reintroduced me to mobile games again. And I was like, ah, man, that looks really cool. I had never seen a YouTube summoning video before. Fire Emblem Heroes was the first one. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the socials, join the Discord, all the links down in the description below. Peace out.